Hello, everybody, and welcome to Attingham Park with me, Brian Brew Royalty. Well, as I said the other day, I met a guy in Sam's Takeaway, and he asked me if I'd be able to come up here and do some work for him. His name was George, and he works for the biogas plant here. So I've taken the bus here. I got a train to Telford, I got the bus to here, and he said around the corner near Malthouse Lane, he said he's leaving the Land Rover for me, and I have to. That's Malthouse Lane. He's leaving the Land Rover for me in the John Deere dealership. Gotta watch these roads. There's a lot more traffic here than there is on Glazebrook Farm. Hello. And then I have to make my way to the biogas plant, and he wants me to cut a field of grass for him, and I don't mind, that's fine. So, there we go. Let's hop in the Land Rover. Let's head down. Let's look at our map. Oh yeah, it's all the way down there. Okay, we can manage that. No. I've just noticed that the traffic here is a little bit very fast, so we'll put our lights on and we'll head down. There's the park itself, actually, just seeing there. There's Attingham Park. I've never been, but I was very close to it. One time we went to a game fair in Weston Park, which is very close to this, and we stayed in Birmingham, and we made our way through Wolverhampton and down into Telford and onto Weston Park, so I think it's very close to here. Oh, it does not like going fast. That person just ran across the road. There's a farming trucker pulled up on his way to make his rounds, delivering, keeping an eye in the fields to see what kind of machinery is in there, I guess. I'm gonna slow down now. This is 75. This is too fast. I want to have a look around this place. So, as I said, I was very close to here one time in a game fair. And funny story, actually, I had my friend with me, and the week before we'd been playing rugby, and he had injured his toe. One of the big second rows had come down on top of his toe, and he was doing a lot of limping around the place, and I was giving him lots of stick for it. But at the game fair itself, there was a foot specialist there with a huge big stand, and I managed to get to him before my friend, and I said, hey, my friend is coming up here in a minute, and he's going to get you to look at his toe, and I just need you to say, like, you know, oh, yeah, there's nothing wrong with you, and why are you limping and all that. So I ran off back and I got my friend, and I said, hey, there's a foot guy up here, and I said, you need to come up. And he was like, oh, okay. So he went up along, and your man says, yeah, take off your sock there, take off your shoe, let me have a look. And his toe was black and blue and everything. And your man goes, oh, is that it? And, and my friend's face dropped. It was the funniest thing ever. He goes, are you a bit of a wuss or something? You're not able for it? I was so funny, and everyone in the crowd started roaring laughing, and my friend was so it was a good story. It's good fun. Like good times. So let me see now where we're getting. Down along here, down along this road. The fields are massive here compared to Glazebrook Farm. It's a nice looking map. 50 seems enough, maybe too much, probably going too fast. Look at those fields. Not sure how the class Dominator 106 would get on there. Said all the equipment will be here for me. Don't need to worry about anything. Just cut the field and put the grass into the silage pit, silo bunker in the biogas plant. Down here. Let's see what equipment we have. Field 35, I see it here. This is it. This is the field. Oh, it's a big field. Okay. Let's hope we have a big mower. I'm glad they didn't ask me to bring my machinery, or we would have been here all day. Oh, there's a truck. There's a spreader. Oh, there's a tractor. Loading wagon. Okay. Have we any more? Oh, there's a truck. Might need some driving lessons off a farming trucker just to make sure before I jump in that thing. I guess I'll just leave it there. And, oh, what's out the back? Let's hop out here. Oh, that's a nice setup. Nice rig. Nice chrome. Let's go. What's over here? Ah, I see something there. That's fine. There's the silo bunker, right? I don't want him here all day. Oh, he has a fertilizer spreader. And a case. Loading wagon. Ooh, look at this. A Fendt. 724 Vario. Oh, wonder what kind of... Oh, wheel weights and everything. I'd say it must have enough horsepower. It looks brand new. Well, we get to try these out anyway. Let's go around the corner here. Ah, it's a Rostam Mash more. Okay, I've heard about these. I've seen them, but I've never used one. KSU1. Okay. Oh, it's like a harvester. Right. Let's get moving. Let's just get it done because I need to go back to Glazebrook Farm, collect the rest of my straw. Sheep are okay. Mow down some more grass, make some more money. Okay, you see, is that enough space to unhook? Very like a harvester. Actually, one thing I didn't see there was a windrower. Maybe this windrow is it? Oh, let's see. Okay. We'll cut it anyway, and then we'll see what we have to do. If we have to hire one, we can hire one. Let's pound the beacons in case this is a park. There might be lots of people around. Lower it down. Oh, it windrows itself. Okay, that's great. You can see there, it's dropping it out the back. That's fine. Oh, not used to this big harvester. I'm not sure how we get on with Glazebrook. We're moonlighting over here, getting a little bit of extra work done. But, you know, when people ask you, can you help? You just have to help, and that's the way it goes. We'll try and do a really good job. You never know. We might be asked back. I'm not sure if I'll be asked to do it again or not. But if we are, I don't mind. Now, a bit of a turn coming up here. Let's see how this thing can take the turns. Oh yeah, that's okay. Oh, these fields are big, aren't they? So different. Let's just see now how we're gonna manage to turn here. We missed a bit, but I'd say it'll be okay. Well, this is a handy mower. I like this setup. Windrowing it and all for you. Although, I guess if you were doing hay, you'd have to come back and ted it all and move it all around the place again, so you see the fan spinning in the back of the Rostam Mash. Let's go back inside again. There's a, oh. Lots of fancy buttons anyway. Probably won't touch too many of them. Just be on the safe side. We won't knock into anything. We'll keep away from those hedges. Stop just in time. Look at that field out there. Oh, I wouldn't like to be doing that in the Class Dominator. It would take a little bit of time, alright. I wonder if I can see Weston Park from here. Definitely can't be too far away from it. Looking at the map. Don't think the house was as big as the one that's here, but well, you can see now where we've gone the first time. We're just going to make quick work of this. I do see that there's a farm here next door. We'll have to maybe check that out before we go. See if there's anyone in there. Got the revs going up now, up this hill. Get out here, birds. And swing. Swing again, I guess. I'm excited to use that vent. It looks like it's going to have a little bit more horsepower. And that's what we need, horsepower. Get up and down these little hills. Don't think I've ever used that vent before. I'm not sure if I've even used that loading wagon before. It's doing a good job. It's leaving a nice neat cut anyway. Of course, the one thing you want to do if you ever get the chance to drive some machinery or a car or whatever that you haven't had before, the one thing you always have to do is you have to check out the horn. Okay, that's fine. That's the first thing you always check. How good is the horn? I haven't seen anyone around. Missing little bits here. Need to do a better job. Can't be leaving little bits like that around the place. Lots of public around here. Snooping. Looking out their windows. Of course, this is from the same map maker that gave us 6 Ashes, which was a great map in fairness. The start was brilliant. I really like that. Having to go in and rescue your machinery before you start. You can hear that engine revving up there. Putting down the extra power. Lovely sunny day here. Not gonna miss any of this. One more pass down here. We'll get flying. We'll be out into the open section. I wonder if any of you have played on this map yet. Have you been tempted? I did watch Farm Sim Snowy's map tour here, and to be honest, it was a brilliant map tour. I think Farm Sim Snowy found stuff that GB Modden didn't know was here. I drove up and down the river, which was up there between field 12, 13, 16, and I did not see any way across the river. And of course, I go to Farm Sim Snowy and I'm watching his map tour, and there's a crossing, and he's like, and here's a sheep pen. It's like, what? Where'd you find that? So I don't know where he gets his information, but well done, Farm Sim Snowy. Just spin around here. Of course, all you will be thinking, oh yeah, he's taking his break now from Glazebrook Farm, and he's going to be doing something different, and then cutting grass. I know. I apologise. That's just a job we were asked to do, and we will be going back to Glazebrook Farm. And none of this equipment will be going with us, unfortunately. I would like the big Fent. I would like that bigger loading wagon. I'd certainly like the truck if I could get it to have to go around. I wouldn't turn my nose up at that Land Rover either, but this Rostamash Moor might be a little bit much for the map, but you know what? If they said take it home with you, I'd take it. That's the way we go here. Do this a little bit. And lift. And back down. Just watching the curve of the grass here. Got our beacon going. Everyone will be able to see us from the road. We're like, oh, what's going on over there? We are cutting grass. I think all we have to do then is just get her with the loading wagon. Get her up with that loading wagon. Dump it into the silage bunker. And actually I must find out whether I have to cover it or not. I don't want to leave them in the lurch here. It did just say to me though that come down and cut the grass and leave it in the silage bunker, so they look like a fairly big outfit here. It's a fine big biogas plant. Of course, it's probably serving all this area here. And they seem to have a lot of crops here. We could do with getting a few of the weeds out of this section up here. like the trees there. The shed. It's like a hidden entrance. And of course, park then is where, over to our right. It's probably over the brow of that hill there. We'll go back around. 31 miles an hour, that's not bad for a moor. It's 9 AM here, so should be able to get back to Blaisbrook Farm. Cut my 2 grass fields. I'm going to have a little bit of machinery envy when I get back, although the John Deere mower does the trick. It's quite easy to use this actually. I thought it'd be a little bit unruly with the huge big header on the front. I really like it. Rasta mash. Of course, just like every other piece of Rasta mash equipment that we have in game, it works brilliantly. I think the Rasta mash 161 harvester is one of the best, definitely, if not the best. I know it doesn't have a huge capacity, but it just works really well. Fire extinguisher there on the side of this, just in case. Always good to have. You just never know what's going to happen. We did have an incident earlier on in the year here in Ireland where a harvester went up on fire. It only had 11 hours on it. It was a class, nothing to do with the machine at all. A piece of chaff blew up into the engine bay and it just got hot and reddened. Welded 2 wires together and boom, up goes the harvester. I think the guy that owned it might have been doing something to it or left the cover off it or something like that. I can't remember, but all the barley that they were harvesting went up in flames, and a farmer passing by, lucky enough, spotted it and came up with his harvester to cut some of the barley so that he could save some of the acres of it. He cut in a fire break. Other than that, it would have burned the whole fields down. You just can't be too careful. Gotta have your fire extinguishers ready. And also a neighbour here, he was burning bushes one day, burning off trees, little bits of bushes that he had, and he had the tractor parked right beside it, and a spark flew and connected to the hydraulic hoses there. There was a little bit of oil around the hydraulic hoses, and up went the tractor. He didn't even get a chance, he said. He didn't even get a chance to look at it. He said once it hit the oil, it was gone. So you just gotta be careful with these things, especially oil, petrol, diesel. Oh, we're walking along here now. It's been a pleasure to use this little Rasta mash. I wouldn't even know where to start, what kind of price one it needs to be. I guess I don't have to work for it on Blaisbrook. Maybe do me an old deal on the second hand. I could wow all the neighbours down there. Like, where'd you get that? Bit of a wide swing here. It looks like a harvester, but it doesn't really act like a harvester. It kind of drives a little bit freer. And we're just doing a little strip up and down now, just to get the last of it. Very neat looking. ASU1. And that's it. Let's unfold that. Detach it. That's it, back up here, park it up. What's the match? Stream 900. Oh, now we get to get in the vent. That's gonna be fun. Don't hit anything, don't hit anything, don't hit anything. You're watching that header pulling behind you and you're like, what? There's fertilizer in the back of his pickup truck there. It's up here. I'll just pull it into one side. We're not going to do anything fancy. Okay. KSU1, yeah. Did the job really well. They must have that here for the digestate. There's my little Land Rover. Here we are in the Fent. Right, let's get into this. Let's put all the lights on. 724 Vario. Oh, it's got lots of power. No. Okay, that's her hooked up. Let's go. Oh, we got all our dials here. Oh, it's a very fancy Fent. Very fancy indeed. Got maps and everything. Oh, let's start here. We started. Turn it on. Lower it. Let's go. Wonder what kind of capacity this has. Not sure. We're running at 20 mile an hour. Oh, it just looks well, doesn't it? That Fent. T-Go 75 XRD. Yeah. The more letters, the more numbers it has, the better it is. That's how it works. So, this is a really good one because of all the extra little letters and numbers. It's the same with cars or trucks. The more little add-on things, XL, SD, TR, all that kind of stuff. That means it goes faster and better. Oh, she's struggling up this hill. 14 kilometers an hour. And 20 down the back. Maybe she's a little bit underpowered for this loading wagon. We'll have to tell him. We'll have to say, listen, you might need an extra. Okay, we missed a bit there. Let's go back and get it. Do not want to be missing bits. I'll make a show of myself. Okay. How I missed all that there. Too much looking and yapping. The fella says, less chit chat and more tip tap here. Right, there we go. This is it. Just we're missing it on the turns as well. Cannot have that. We will not leave a blade of grass here. Don't know whether we were just going too fast or what was going on. Just need to take our time. Get every blade of grass. Well, this load wagon is filling up. 30,000, that's the capacity of my one. Back in Glazebrook, we're already at 32. They could do with a bigger fent here. A little bit more oomph. Or maybe a little bit less weights on it. Because it's struggling when we get to the hills. Maybe if I turn off the lights it'll give me an extra 2 horsepower. Okay, that's it, 100%. 42. Oh yeah. It's just about getting the job done. Straight up here and into the silage pit, as we always call them. I know in game they call them silo bunkers, but these are silage pits, people. This is the pit where you get your silage. Oh, don't do that. Just gotta reverse in here. Don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall. There we are now. And let's unload. Unload here. They have a loading wagon, so they have a big loader there. It'll shove all that back in. Let's see if we can reverse back up on this. Yep. Oh, it's struggling there. Gonna have to tell him. Need a little bit more horses under the bonnet. Probably came as a pack from Fent. Let's go back to where we stopped. It's just gonna be the easiest. Turn it on. Lower the pickup. Keep on the straight and narrow here. Wonder what all those buttons do. Push the red one. Someone said, no, don't push the red one. What's that thing do there with all the little dials and things? We're going to have to ask a real life farmer. Just say, hey, what's all them dials do? Maybe I just have to get in touch with CBW Farms and say, you got a Fent? What do you use on the pig farm? CBW? Too many buttons. Too many buttons to press. We're already at nearly 50% here. I don't know what they're using for manure here, fertilizer, but it is working. I see we missed 2 little bits of grass there. We missed little strips of it there. So what was going on? Too much talking. Have to go back and get them. Bit of a sense of freedom here. No one knows us. We can blow the horn with abandon. Gotta check the horn. Every little new bit of machinery you get, especially if it's not your own. Just test it out. Just make sure it's all working. We're really filling up fast here. That's it. Swing it around. Yeah, we're definitely about 50 horsepower short for this tractor. And loading wagon setup, don't know if they've ever, wonder if he's ever used it before. Maybe it's only got 0.2 of an hour on it, so I guess not. I do like the colours of it though. I could check it out and see what kind of horsepower it needs, what kind of horsepower it has. But look, it's not ours, we're not worrying about it. Let's just see if we can't get right in here beside this. Go right up again in here. Just ease our way out. Not too far, not too far, not too far, not too far. Then just hit the reverse. Do a little bit of a reverse up on top of it. That's okay. We do have that, looks like a case loader, wheel loader there. If we spill any, we'll hop into it. Actually, I could pick up these bits on the way back. Just to tidy it all up. No. That's a better job. There's another little bit there. Here we go again. Doesn't like these turns very much. This loading wagon. It just tends to kick out a small bit. Let's get onto the stretches. We won't be long filling the loading wagon. Try and avoid this hilly part here as much as possible. Doing a good job picking it all up anyway. Something about that red with the green, it's just nice. Making short work of these fields. Don't see anyone else down here. Don't see any traffic passing. Very peaceful. Place all to myself. That's nice. We've filled it up right beside the biogas plant. So we won't have far to go. Some set up here. Oh, it stops anyway. Don't hit that truck. Don't hit the truck. Don't, no. Don't. No. No one saw that. Didn't hit the truck. Load here. Big tractor, but it's a big loading wagon. Just needs a little bit more oomph. Just to keep things going. Don't want to get in trouble with our Fent friends. Do have a Fent, we really like it. Just might be a little bit underpowered, doesn't it? Actually, the wing mirrors, they do work, yeah. Just seen them there. Like, oh. Fancy radios. Little seat to carry someone else here. Keep you entertained. They're working away. PTO. Pushing it hard. Guess while I'm here, we'll have to visit Attingham Park House. Go up and see. Take a look. Lift up that there. See if we can get this one here. Like a little day away from your farm. Actually, I never discussed payment for this. I guess he can come help me out. Getting here didn't cost that much. Couple of pounds. Okay, here we go. Just do a couple of these little short strips here maybe. Just to fill up the loading wagon. So it doesn't interfere with our little system of going around in the roads. So must be different soils here, because he was telling me that they do carrots and onions here, which we don't have on Glazebrook. They just wouldn't grow up there, I guess. I couldn't ask him how much he makes on the carrots and onions, or if they plant them, or if they go in the biogas plant, because, you know, you can't be too rude the first time you meet someone. You can get rude afterwards. Those fields are stretching out. Birds everywhere. That's a funny thing about the UK, England. If you haven't been, I've been. It's like really big towns, really big cities, and then all of a sudden, you're in the middle of the countryside. It's like two different worlds. You go to London and it's like a concrete jungle. And just outside of London, then you have just fields. It's like you're in the middle of nowhere. But the good thing about England as well is that it's all connected by rail and bus. You can hop on the railway lines and get across the country very easy. Oh, I'm stuck. Give her an extra pull. I could be in trouble with that. Trying to get the loading wagon up and back down. You can travel on the train between all the towns and cities so simply over in England. Everyone uses the trains, be it the underground in London or the rail tracks that connect all the cities, Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham, back down to London. A lot of people use it, to be fair. In Ireland here we don't really use the rail system because it just runs at odd times and it's too expensive. To be honest, it's very dear. I can't remember the last time I was on a train in Ireland. But if I ever go to the UK, no problem getting on the train over there. It's well worth it. We have a train that passes near me here, and it's the most expensive train in Ireland. Every time someone gets on it, it costs the taxpayer €225 in subsidies, so it just makes no sense. Let's see now. I get this started here. I see they announced the second season of Clarkson's Farm. I will be glued to it. Definitely. Because I really enjoyed season 1. I don't think the Cotswolds are... They could be this side of the country, but I don't think they're near here. Spin back around. It's very therapeutic. Getting up and down these rows, gathering them. We won't have too much more to do here. We just gather up this little bit here just to fill the loading wagon, I guess. Gotta be careful now reversing in. Don't want to get stuck. Do have the wheel loader to pull us out, but even still, don't hit the truck. Let's see if we can't get up this side again and just leave the other side free. Probably should have been doubling up. There we are here now. It's reversing up on top of it anyway. It's a good sign. But we're not getting stuck anyway. We'll reverse back in with the last little bit of it. Oh, that's great. Okay, we got a little bit stuck there, but we're okay. Let's get the 4-wheel drive kicked in on the tractor. It'll pull itself out. Turn it on and we'll head down this way. Well, if I do say so myself, I'm doing a good job here. It's a nice big field. I'm sure the biogas plant owners will be happy with me. Gathering it all up. Put on our little mini map again so we can see where we are, what we're doing. Oh. Not sure what that is. The little tractor there on the screen. We've got these big bits done. Be fairly straightforward. It's nice looking back and seeing a good lot of it done. Missed a bit there. Gonna have to come back for that later. Guess I can call myself a contractor now. Not really. Don't really have the equipment for it. Just doing a little bit of help work for another farmer, I guess. That's the way to look at it. Everyone's on holidays. I'm the only sucker left around the place working. Doesn't like them gentle hills. Oh, what did I hit there? I caught in the guardrail, did I? I didn't think I was that close to it. Maybe just gently rubbed one of the fenders. Well, we'll just have to be a little bit more careful. We don't want to destroy the place while we're here. We would like to be asked back eventually. See if I can't get close to this wall here. Oh, that's not how you do that. No, let's dump that here. What I'll do is I'll end this episode here, but we'll continue on in the next episode of this. We'll continue on gathering the grass. We'll continue on. We might spread the fertilizer for them because they do have it here. I think we'll do that just to be nice, and we'll cover the silage bunker for them, make some silage for them, and we might take a tour of the area just to see what's around the place. I wouldn't be familiar with it, but that's what we'll do. We'll take our time. We won't be under pressure then for time. So we'll leave it there, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Stick a thumbs up if you did. We'll come back. We'll finish off in the next, and then we'll be back to Glazebrook Farm. Bye for now.